form of limbo. We're basically waiting.
It's my belief that we've done all this already. I believe the universe expands and contracts, and then everything happens exactly the same way. I have had a dozen, I guess you want to say deja vu moments, where I had a vision of the future that I didn't understand when I had them. Then when it was happening, I'm like, oh my god, I've seen this before.
Yeah, I've had that a lot too. And there'll be very vivid moments.
Yeah, I was like finishing people's sentences.
Yeah,
like
that's
I've been here before. And like she's like, oh, then I put a fork in it. I'm like, I know you're gonna say that. I've been here before.
I would say at the exact same time they were saying it, and they were just looking at me really confused.
There's been so many times that I was like, wow, I've been here before. I've done this. They call it deja vu, but it's not. It's like, I mean, I remember one time I had a vision of me playing a guitar at a park while my kids were having fun on the swings. And at the time, I didn't play guitar. And my kids weren't old enough to be on the swings. But 5 years later, I am playing guitar at a park, and the kids are on the swings, and I'm like, oh my god. I knew I was going to be here.
I have a lot of stories that I can't really explain because it doesn't seem believable.
Welcome to prison.
I could say the other ones, but I don't want to scare Speed.
Do not.
Galactus, you have anything you've experienced that you can't explain? That's where this conversation started.
If it's something that you can't explain that's funny.
We don't want to scare Speed.
I've had some dreams, but they don't make any sense. And they haven't happened.
Same.
But have you ever seen anything that you can't explain?
One time I was dreaming about some kind of claw machine. I went inside. It was like Buzz Lightyear themed. It kind of looked like the shape of the from SpongeBob, that Atlantis bus. It kind of looked just like that, I think.
I've always had this thing that sometimes comes into my mind.
I think I hit it, and then it cracked, and like it started freaking out. I stepped out. It started taking off like a freaking rocket across the neighborhood, going back and forth. It was scary as shit.
It just comes flowing back to my head over and over. Sometimes it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes it's like a sands of time. Just like, I'm not kidding, it's just weird. And there's non-stop fighting. It's kind of reminds me of Dune. But with the Star Wars more thing. But with it as well. It's hard to tell. Then I just have a dream where it's just basically deja vu of different scenarios.
Has anyone really have like a vivid memory of a butterfly effect? Because
Yes.
I've had several that like I am so sure that's wrong. It's like, this is the way it is now. Like, no, that was not the way it was. In the James Bond movie where like the guy that had like metal teeth meets a young girl at the end and he smiles with no teeth. She had braces. She had braces. That's why they had a connection. But now He doesn't have braces. Wow, everyone got quiet.
Kind of like the Bernstein and Bears or whatever how they say it.
Bernstein.
Yeah, it's the nobody knows why it changed, and everyone thinks it's changed.
Does Curious George have a tail?
He's a monkey, so shouldn't he have a tail?
Nope, he's a chip. He doesn't.
You're a stinky little imposter. Kidding. There's something I looked up, just weird.
I'm trying to solo challenge of elders, that's why I'm kind of quiet. It's precision this week, so I have to shoot everybody in the head too.
I'm basically just grinding D2 so I can get ready for tomorrow's day 1 raid.
I really can't play D2 again, it's just, they really ruined it.
Are you saying that the... I'm not gonna argue. At least they'll update Kurta's End.
It's the fact that people are paid like over $700 for that one game, and that's each person.
That's because of pre-ordering it.
That don't even matter, it shouldn't be that much. They shouldn't even be charging for that.
Dude.
Pay to win.
Just like a few days ago, Witch Queen was free.
Yeah, and that's bullshit for the people who paid for it.
I paid for it.
Yeah? Don't you feel ripped off now?
Are you just going complain about certain things?
I'm
Look,
not really complaining.
Life ain't fair. Get used to it. If it were fair and easy.
That doesn't make Destiny 2 okay.
Well, guess what game came out that is annoying?
Destiny 2?
No, Starfield.
Never even heard of it.
Exactly how bad it is. You don't even know what it is. Have you ever played Outer Worlds or the Outer Planets?
No.
Call of Duty.
Dragon Ball.
I mean, not Call of Duty. Fallout 4.
I never got into Fallout.
Okay, any one of those type of games where you talk with someone and then it's like interactive talking back and forth.
What does this have to do with Destiny charging us like $700 for one game?
Starfield sucks, in my opinion. It's the worst game, worse than Destiny 2.
Yeah, $700 over 9 years though?
I mean, I paid $60 for Destiny 1. I've been playing this for a long time.
Dude, I had to pay more than that.
4 years.
I had to pay about 100 or 80. For Destiny 2, I didn't really have to pay that much. Paid about maybe just 200.
Well, the sucker move in D2 is the pre-order.
No, because I was in child.
Do you want the seasonal weapon on day 1 or day 4 when you get to level 35?
Well, that's fair. At least you still got the.
You pay 100, or you pay 60.
Or you could just, you know, pre-order it and then get a whole bunch of silver and then buy all your ranks. I've seen it happen.
Look, am I saying it's annoying that you have to pay for a lot of stuff? I don't disagree. Is it
Well,
a good
you have the money
game?
to spend. You're not the one paying for it. You're not broke.
Is
And also the DLC and the base game that I paid for, like $80. They made both of those free. That's not even fair.
Look, the final shape is the last DLC. Then I'm out of Destiny 2. I'm still playing Destiny.
You quit playing Destiny 2 after you spent all that money on it, and they just got you.
No, I'm not gonna do the pre-order bundle collection thing. I'm just gonna get that one campaign, and that's it.
So I wouldn't even do that. I just dropped the game now. I mean, it's up to you.
It's only because of Cade 6. I'm sorry, but come on.
I don't even care if they brought back Siva, like all the armor, the ornaments, the guns, the Dodix. I would not.
They're not.
You don't get the point. If they brought all that back, I wouldn't even pay for it.
That's you. It's your opinion. I'm not gonna argue with you. It shouldn't break. It shouldn't change anything. I mean, seriously. I agree that Destiny 2 will never be able to live up to D1. Unless you're talking about its DLC, because there's only one DLC that was pretty good to live up to it, and it was Forsaken.
I was even mad about Forsaken when I had to pay for that. Because I already spent $80 on the game. That's where it started at. I'm not saying the story's not good, but
it was a good DLC. I'm sorry, but
that's not what I'm saying. It's just the price tag on it. They shouldn't have been charging for all that.
It was the first DLC I ever got from Destiny 2.
Well, I never bought any of the DLCs until I got back in touch with Shady, then I got back on and bought all of them at the same time, so I don't remember how much money I spent to get all of them.
Besides, it's a free game. What do you expect, dude?
Yeah, now it's free after people already paid $80 when it started.
Yeah, I paid for it as soon as it come out.
Well, they had to have Red War. Whenever it first came out, it had Red War with it.
So?
That.
Yeah, and they took everything out, so what did I pay for?
They took everything out because they had to add more content. You get a few... Here's the thing I'm going to explain to you. The reason why they're...
I'm not playing Destiny 2
You were
anymore.
in... Good for you. Do I have a problem with that? No. Look, you do you, I do me. Am I great? See what you did, bro. You had to have the sword.
Talking.
Well, I'm tired of you talking about it. It's just... Oh, forget it. Let's just end it. Please don't try to get the last word either. For once, I want to get this to just end like this.
You're the one that keeps on talking, though.
See? Here you go. You're still doing it. Could've just said okay.
No, because you're acting like a little baby.
See? Here you go again. I want the last word this one time. Just one time. That's all I'm asking.
You're about to fucking piss me off, you little fucking brat.
You live. Well done. Return to airlock, Guardian. Round 3. Time.
Confirming resolution of bounty.
Many fights await you. Will you come below the prison soon?
Warlock, right? No way. Oh. There you go. Happy to decrypt anything you find in your journeys.
At your service, Guardian. Acknowledge closing out.